I don't know if she has the authorities because she's had black dick in her and she has a half-black daughter.
And she's also married to a blurple man.
What the fuck is this blurple thing?
It's an all-new race. They're so black, they're practically purple.
He's that black?
Yeah.
Holy fuck, he's like a giant bruise.
Okay. I mean, he's hard to find him in their family pictures.
Have you told him this to his face?
No.
Okay.
This was the first trip I've visited their house, I think 3 years in a row now, and this was the first time we actually hung out ever. Like we would say words to each other. Oh hey, what's up? Oh, hey, goodbye. I'm leaving now. Oh, take care of yourself. But that would be pretty much the end of it. Or we'd make like awkward conversation. He's actually pretty whitewashed, honestly. He's an introvert and he just sticks to his video games. And he doesn't really have any. He doesn't listen. He listens to rap, but it's Christian rap. Yeah, he's oh, he's different. I love the dude.
Wait, whoa. So then your sister is not allowed to act black if her fucking husband is not really that stereotypically black. That's bullshit. So are you saying that she's blacker than him right now?
Yeah.
Your sister fucking sucks!
I mean, she's not dropping any N-bombs.
Well, yeah, I hope not. But then again, she gets away with it.
But she just has that attitude.
Especially probably during sex.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to think about that. But she definitely has the attitude.
You guys have the same birthday, so it's basically like you taking black dick.
That makes no logical sense at all.
But it's funny.
Shut your face. She's all telling me, hey, just go in there and just own it. Say something like, hey, I want to see if the rumors were true. And then her husband just goes, he just looks at me and says, don't say it. Don't be saying that.
Yeah, like what the fuck, you gonna walk into a black porn set and go, I just want to see if the things were true.
Yeah, just walk into Compton completely alone, go down to Oakland or something, just, I wanted to see if the rumors were true. BAM!
You gotta really own it though. But you don't own it like, you gotta own it like you're super white, like, wow, Compton isn't so bad. Super fucking white.
Yeah, have some glasses, a pocket protector, and my shirt tucked in, and all that stereotypical white shit with the fanny pack.
Did I tell you that I went to Crenshaw when I lived in Los Angeles?
Oh, okay.
We didn't even know we went to Crenshaw. Pablo had a GPS system.
Uh-huh.
And we typed in, this is actually kind of fucked up, because where we lived in Westwood, Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I guess also it's kind of the gay community. It's right there by UCLA.
Okay.
We didn't see one Walmart when we were down there, just so you know. We didn't see one fucking Walmart.
That's weird.
Yeah, we had to pay $8 just for, like, Axe body wash at a Walgreens. We went, dude, we need food. We can't afford to live around this fucking crazy-ass expensive place. Where's the closest grocery outlet? We type in grocery outlet, and it took us to Crenshaw. We had no fucking idea we were there. And it's kind of a funny story because I didn't notice how different it was, really, until after we got in the car and started to drive away. So we went in there, and we're like, all right. Didn't notice that there's a lot more brown people than where we were used to. And, people wearing slippers and still in their pajamas and shit. Didn't mind, didn't care. Walking through, grabbing food, top ramen, whatever. And then we get in the car. Actually, I went to Carl's Jr. too, and this guy needed money to get in. You need money to get in the bathroom down there. Like, it's like a fucking, like a quarter machine. So I gave this dude a quarter so he can go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
And then I gave him like $2 so we can get a burger. And we get in the car, and we're driving off, and Pablo goes, oh shit. I go, what? He's like, dude, we're in Crenshaw. I was like, what? Really? Like, that's dope. And I'm looking around like, that kind of makes sense now. Because the first thing we did when we were pulling in to the parking lot, this dude was trying to walk through, and Pablo's waiting for him, and he was yelling at us. And I don't know, I'm probably treading on dangerous water, thin ice right now. Because I don't want to say anything that's too insensitive.
Or typically American ignorant.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy. Because I didn't give a shit to Mayor Crenshaw. If I knew, I probably would be like, oh, this is where Snoop Dogg's from. Or Dr. Dre, I can't remember which ones were there. They're from Long Beach and Crenshaw. Or they mention them a lot.
My sister mentions Long Beach a lot.
Dr. Dre's from Compton. I'm a stupid asshole.
Well, right, like the movie. Anyway.
But I wouldn't go, oh no, we're going into dangerous territory. I'd probably fanboy out a little bit and go, I grew up listening to music from here. And I go, let's go. It'd probably be worse instead of just being chill at being there. So, you notice how I kind of dodged the entire thing by saying, music, I liked it. It was from there.
My sister told me that Long Beach is kind of known for being shitty. I didn't know that my dad's old neighborhood in Rialto was as ghetto and shitty as it was until apparently I was driving through all the ghettos not thinking about it, and then as I've already told you, my sister told me later, just, oh yeah, 10 and 2, just keep your eyes straight forward, and I wasn't doing that the whole time I was there. Just, this is different.
This last time you were there?
No, the time it first happened.
Yeah, 'cause I remember you saying that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now with him being as dead as dicks, I had no reason to go over there.
Like old people dicks?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I wonder if you give somebody enough Viagra if they would rise from the dead.
Whoa.
Let's write the next Resident Evil.
You know what I want?
It'd be a porn parody of Resident Evil.
That's amazing.
All the people.
Porn parody.
Yeah, we went through Trump's regulations where we can just pour chemical runoff of pharmaceuticals into the water supply, and it got into the fucking graveyards, and the Viagra raised people from the dead.
Some sort of chemical concoction with the Viagra raised the dead into horniness. You know who?
And they never got unhard.
Yeah. And you know what that sounds like? That sounds like a fan fiction that Tina from Bob's Burgers would write because of her obsession with zombies and all that. Yeah. I was also going to say about that real quick. What if there was a War of the Worlds zombie apocalypse movie at the same time? Why hasn't anybody done that yet? TM. Like an alien and zombie movie at the same time. Like aliens are coming to invade, and then it's like, oh shit, undead humans. We didn't know this was a thing. So then it's a three-way war between the humans, the live ones, the undead ones, and the aliens. And Planet of the Apes. No, that's extra stupid.
Well, we could have, like the zombies. I don't know. That could probably work, but it wouldn't be Planet of the Apes. It would be like the aliens somehow had a thing where they accidentally shot the zoo, and then all the the apes took over.
Yeah.
And then they were just regular apes, and they started going ape shit.
Somebody should make some sort of battle royale movie for the Earth between aliens, zombies, some sort of other creature, and humans, of course. Maybe even all the animals become hyper intelligent and start fighting for Mother Nature back.
Maybe
so
the makers of Sharknado can make it.
Oh, that is brilliant. We need to get him on the line.
People don't make movies like that because they're just, I don't know, they might be stoner movies.
They don't want to fix what's not broken. Everybody loves their summer blockbusters.
They want to make the exact same shit over and over again.
Yep, and just keep on rebooting and remaking shit.
You and I need to go see Action Point. Do you know what it is?
I really want to see Action Point, and we could see that tonight.
Well, it's 5:30.
So? Oh, right, you have work. I get free movies, but the weekends are kind of an iffy thing, because even though it's the slowest...
I don't work Fridays.
That's pretty much part of the weekend. Yeah.
Christine's probably going to come over tomorrow, but you want to go this week? We'll definitely go this week.
Yeah, we'll definitely see it some afternoon this time.
Wait, do I get free too?
I get to bring at least one friend, I'm told.
Oh my god! Wait, you went back to the movie theater? For now?
I technically didn't even quit. Did I not? I could have sworn I told you all that.
You told them that you're going down there, and they said, just come back when you're done.
Yeah, so I did. I called them, like, I'm ready to get put back on the schedule now. And they're like, okay. So.
Jesus. Wait, are you going to stay there? You're not going to stay there, are you?
I might, only because I have this goal in mind to get out of this city as soon as possible. And I'm trying to keep my eyes on the prize as much as possible. And, I've already given up the ganja.
Yeah, for now.
Hey, I am a whole 1 day clean. And before,
I was at least thinking you were saying 1 week.
Before that, I was a 1 week clean. And before that, I was 2 weeks clean. So I stopped.
Man, you're really making it.
I stopped when I first left for vacation. Then I... on June 1st, I went to the Santa Monica Pier with a friend who I actually played PlayStation with. Because he only lived about an hour away from where I was visiting my sister. So we were like, hey, let's finally meet in person. Because we've been playing PlayStation for 4 or 5 years now. So
Was he cool?
He was actually pretty cool.
Was he ugly?
A little bit. Not as ugly as I would picture, you know what I mean?
With his mom?
Yeah. He is a couple years younger than me and still in college and everything.
Okay.
He's like 22. But anyway, yeah. So we went to the Santa Monica Pier and I took just 2 hits. Not because I wasn't craving it at all. That's the truth. It's just that he mentioned something, like he went to take a hit and he said, oh yeah, that's what a lot of people do, take a hit here at the ocean. And once he said that, I realized I've never smoked by the ocean before. Fuck. I have to at least take one just to say that I've done this, because the ocean is my favorite fucking thing.
Were you smoking when we went to go see Melanie Martinez?
Now, I know that I did, but I don't think I actually smoked at the ocean itself.
I don't know if you smoked that entire day.
No, I definitely did, because that was the only concert I've ever been to non-sober. So I remember it for that, and I actually deeply regret it because I don't remember too much about that day because of it.
I kind of envy you, because that was a really fucking annoying concert.
I only didn't like it because of the people there, the audience.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, the show itself I thought was alright.
Yeah.
She didn't do an encore, which was weird, but she's starting out.
She was still... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the Glass Animals concert I saw at Vegas, which don't tell Brennan because I kind of nonchalantly in the very beginning when I first discovered the artist told him about the show. We talked about going together, and then I told him...
Oh, I thought it turned off.
Oh, no, just got an email or whatever. I told him that I wasn't going to go after all, but then of course I still did. I strategically planned it to be at the very start of my vacation, so I didn't want to, drive all the way to Vegas with him, see the concert, have to drive all the way back, then drive all the way back to LA.
That's a real douche move of you.
It is.
Just tell him the fucking truth, you asshole.
Anyway, the show was pretty tits, but at the same time, it's hardened my heart against going to concerts in the future. Because not only, and you can take this for however you're going to take this, I'm not that much of a music person. I just am not. I like music as any other average Joe likes music, but I'm not like you or Jared who's just like, yeah, music, like it's your guys' life. That's not me. And so going to a concert, yeah, it's cool.
I knew that already.
Right. But going to a concert, it's like, yeah, it's cool seeing the people do it live. What I deeply appreciate about going to a concert is they'll switch up the songs a little bit with their voice inflection. Like when Melanie Martinez was doing Tag You're It and she did a little bit of screaming during the chorus, I was like, yes, this is the best part. That was obviously my highlight of that concert. Same thing with this one. Dude is super chill otherwise. There's not a bit of anger, or at least traditional anger, like very passionate, just angry voice or aggressiveness at all in any of their music. But there was a few times during specific lyrics that he just got really into it and would like growl a little bit, and I was just like, fuck yeah, this is fucking great. And they would do unique solos and everything. The light work was one of the best I've seen. But my problem is, and it's especially with going alone. That's a huge part of it. I'm not a dancer. I'm not a person that, I'm an introvert. I don't like social settings. So here I am crammed shoulder to shoulder with all these fucking strangers, and I'm just trying to watch the music, listen to the music, but I have to look over people that are taller than me. I have to make sure that guy's not spilling beer on my shoes. I have to, I need my bubble space. I don't like the show. If it was just a private concert, which obviously that's not happening, it'd be fucking amazing. Also, I shit you not, I had to wait. Okay, before I get into that. So, doors opened at 7. Show was supposed to start at 8. Because this was actually at a public place, it was it was a bar mixed with a bowling alley kind of thing.
Okay.
Mixed with a concert venue. People could go there without actually having tickets to the concert. So there was a lot of people inside at around the time. Yeah. Well, what makes it especially annoying is around the time the doors were supposed to open, they were at maximum people occupancy. So doors didn't actually open until around the time that it said on the ticket when the show was supposed to first start. So they didn't even open the doors to the concert audience until they had enough people out of there to do so. So we get in there about 8 o'clock. And out, right, that was when it was supposed to open. Then we wait until 9 o'clock, an hour after it's supposed to start, 2 hours after doors were supposed to be opened, for the first act to come on. And they're not so bad. I can appreciate that at least. But the fucked up, the cherry on top of it all was that once they were done, we had to wait a full hour before Glass Animals came out. A full fucking hour of waiting, and I'm just sitting there the whole time going, I'm never going to a concert again. I know this is an outlier. This does not happen at every concert, and I think I understand why. They only have the 2 acts, so they're trying to milk it a little bit more, just drag the show on later. The reason too is I think there was a lot of technical difficulties. I was seeing people go up on the stage testing stuff every 5 minutes the whole time, and I think they just the venue had their shit wrong.
Sounds poorly planned.
Yes.
On the venue's part.
Exactly. And I'm just like, I don't want to ever have to experience this again. This sucks so bad. I shit you not. I looked at, because there was a clock behind the stage that I could see from the angle of where I was at, and first act got off at around 9:45. Glass Animals didn't even begin their show until 11. They got on at right around like 10:50-ish. Like, what the fuck? I've been standing here for an hour, just crammed with all these people, just listening to filler music while they do all their sound checks and shit. It was the worst. Now, I'm so skeptical about going to any concert in the future thanks to them. Those bastards. But other than that, the show is fucking amazing.
I used to go to shows, like, my first Atmosphere show was in Chico, and it was fucking amazing. And I showed up and I watched every single act, from opening to closing, and it was in a little theater kind of place, so I just sat there, watched the music. And I just sat on top of my chair when people started to cry, because at rap shows, people don't tend to show up until the main event.
Right.
Because people are cunts.
Yeah.
And there were these dumb drunk white women dancing like it's fucking hip hop, and I wanted to just slap the shit out of them. Because this is fucking Atmosphere. He's not rapping about bitches and hoes and you taking off your clothes. He's rapping about being an alcoholic and having and he's having women problems and shit. And life problems. And barely making rent, and they're like, yeah, woo, yeah, we're stupid drunk sluts, and it pissed me the fuck off. And then I started to realize how lucrative of an idea it is to show up late to a show. Because, dude, we went to Five Finger Death Punch in Chico, and I hate metal concerts simply for the fact that you have to stand there the entire time. I hate that shit. Like, that's why I go on the rail, so I have something to sit on, or, like, to lean on.
I've never been to a show in which I actually had a seat.
I've been to multiple. Or we'd show up early, like, we'd somehow get seats.
Oh.
Actually, I think it was holy fuck. Oh, it was the beginning of, no, goddamn, that was last year. I don't think I've been to a show this year yet. And there's been plenty of opportunities. I've just been lazy. I went.
Gotta get on that.
I saw B. Dolan and them last year in Tahoe, and Christina could come in, but she had Avery, so she couldn't come in. So they went and had dinner and shit and whatever, and I just sat at a table the entire time. Like, it wasn't super packed, but as the main event started to build up, it was more packed. But I sat at this little fucking like bar table all night and just sat there and looked at my CDs that I bought and just watched and just enjoyed. And I just looked around the room and other people just enjoying or sitting on their phone, whatever the fuck they're doing.
Right.
But I learned this when I showed up late to an Aesop Rock concert. Didn't care about any of the opening acts. Christine and I were late. It was in San Francisco. Homeboy Sandman was finishing up one of these songs we just got in. And we're standing around for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes in silence. And then all of a sudden you hear the opening to Impossible Kid. I don't know if you know exactly what it is, but it's kind of like, every time I hear it, I go, oh, fuck, now. Just because of the show, I think. But, like, the album starts off a cool way, and then the concert did that. I was like, oh, shit, it's Aesop Rock. And she's like, no, it's not. Like, yeah, it is. Like, nuh-uh. And then he came out. I was like, whoa, fuck yeah!
Told you so!
Like, showing up late is the best. So, we didn't have to stay that long, and then we got Avery's Duck signed by him and Rob Sonic, and I talked to him for a minute, and I got some cards signed, and then we left. But showing up late is the way to go.
Yeah, my thing is, I'm if I was to ever go to a concert again, I would definitely have to try that out just to see how much more I'd enjoy it.
Unless you know the opening acts.
Right. Even when I don't, that's actually part of it. There's, I'd say, two main reasons why I would want to go as early as I possibly could around doors opening time. One, I want to get the full experience. I want to say that whatever was offered to me, I took in. I didn't waste a single bit of it. Two, I want to get good placement. If there were seats available, I want to find it. Or if it's no seats available, I want to be as close to the stage as possible. If I show up late, yeah, good luck unless you're going to be extra aggressive and just shovel through the crowd. And three is kind of out of respect for the opening acts. Yeah, they may suck. Yeah, you may feel regret about paying your respects to them, but it's always hit or miss. Not every opening act I've ever seen has been terrible. There was those couple of bands from that Five Finger Death Punch Shadows Fall concert that I didn't really care for.
I forgot the name of Shadows Fall. I tell people that, I go, this guy had really long hair, but I can't remember the name of the band.
That's actually, whenever I refer to going to that concert, I'm like, I went to a Shadows Fall concert. And I was like, oh yeah, and Five Finger Death Punch was there. But yeah, there was two bands before them I didn't care for.
You didn't like 2 Cents? It was a
Not
dude.
really.
Dude.
I didn't like the people. I didn't give too much of a shit for the guy who opened up for ICP, and I think this just goes without saying because it was a Suicide Boys concert that I was only doing for my brother, but I hated every bit of that show. The opening acts, the main act, all of them.
Dude, I think I don't know if he performed there, but an old friend of Christina's, he's a quote-unquote rapper. He's a hip-hop artist.
The Christian rapper?
Yeah, and I think he may have performed at that show. His name is Chapter 13.
Do you know what he looks like?
He's ugly.
Well, that describes the guy who I've walked in seeing. He
has long hair and he's kind of scruffy, beardy looking.
He didn't have really long hair, but it was kind of like, I don't know, kind of like yours, I guess.
And his music sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was he talking about God and shit?
no, he was talking about how much his life sucked. And I thought, yeah, that probably makes sense. Your music sucks.
God damn it, dude.
He made... Because that was another show that I got into the show way after the fact. The doors were open, but it was such a long line that I didn't get in. I think I missed an entire act or two before I got in and saw the guy that I did. And he was okay-ish, but I'm like, you know, whatever. Where's ICP?
You and I showed up to K-Flay late.
Did we?
Yeah, because K-Flay came on almost immediately.
Oh, huh.
I think she only had one person before her.
Oh, okay.
We talked about a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
We talked more about black people than transgender, though.